Welcome to the Dan Casper Show podcast, your chance to catch the full show anytime, anywhere. If you missed it live on the radio, no worries. We've got you covered with all the sports talk, opinions, interviews, and conversations from the show. From the Packers to the Brewers to the biggest stories in sports and around Wisconsin, it's all right here. This is the Dan Casper Show podcast. All right, here we go. Final hour kicking off right now on this Friday morning, and the nonsense continues here. We appreciate you hanging out and putting up with us for the first three, and hopefully you can do it for the next hour.
There's no sense like nonsense.
Exactly. Well said, sir. Well said. All right. Hey, really quick, this was something early in the week, but I got to ask you. With it being the Masters, what is your number one bucket list item for sports? We did the draft. We did the Final Four. You've been to a Rose Bowl.
I have. Like, I'm assuming you're speaking more generally, because I would probably say Brewers World Series, but like that's probably like too specific. I think everybody would be like, "Oh, my favorite, my favorite team playing,"
Yep.
So, I know, Army Navy football.
Ooh, okay.
I think that would be my number one.
That makes sense with you knowing you. Yep.
Yeah, so I think that would probably be in there. Actually, it would have been. Initially, it was the fall of 2020. Like a year in advance, a couple of friends and I had kind of looked into it a little bit, but then obviously circumstances changed significantly, so that was not. But that is still something I would like to do. We go to an Army Navy game.
That'd be a good one. Earlier, and I'm putting you on the spot for this one too. If a voice called to you and said, "If you build it, Brandon, they will come." If you had a cornfield and you plowed it, what would it be? Who would be that athlete that you have never gotten to see, where you'd build something so you could see their ghost come back and play? Put you on the spot there, man.
You are trying to rifle through my head.
I had 5.
Wow.
Don Hudson, Babe Ruth, and Lou Gehrig, Murderers Row. I would love to see that. I wasn't around, but I'd love to see Vince Lombardi coach. Bobby Jones, golf. 5, I cheated a little bit because it's not really a player. But I've always wanted to, I'm enamored with it. I would have loved to have gone to the Polo Grounds to watch a game. Yeah. College football or baseball or whatever. So that was kind of like if I could build the Polo Grounds and watch some games or something.
I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think of, like, okay, who's someone like... I mean, I think just the first name that kind of popped in my head was Jackie Robinson.
Okay. Which is actually... it's weird you say that because today is when the anniversary of when Brooklyn bought his contract from Montreal.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of weird that you said that because, that was my
and I didn't even
history.
know. I haven't seen that either. Yeah. So, that's the first one that popped in my head because I'm trying to think, like, football. But, like... Because, like there's people I'm thinking of. I mean, obviously, because the Vikings history doesn't go back as far as Packers. I'm like, Brent Tarkins is still alive. So,
right.
Like, you know, so I'm trying to think. And I just.
A lot of it, too, is like, baseball-wise, I wouldn't mind seeing Honus Wagner. I just want to see old school, like, what it was like and kind of compare. Like, if I could hop in a DeLorean, I always say that phrase, but if I could hop in a DeLorean and go there. And then who's the other one? Baseball, nobody liked him. Thank you. Just to see how bad it was. Like, if you hear stories and that, but we don't have the video, but I want to actually see it, you know.
You want to experience how much of a jerk Ty Cobb was.
Yes. I want to know was it that bad or, you know, that's kind of the stuff I was at, so. Just something fun. I thought it was a good kind of.
No, it is. It is. Like, it's got me thinking, but I'm like, I mean, I am really kind of trying to scan my brain, but.
So it kind of relates to something I'm thinking about doing during the summer. Now, I texted you yesterday. I said, remind me to ask you about this. But I'm going to throw it out because I want some feedback from listeners.
And I did. I texted you like 10 minutes later and reminded you to think about this.
You did. So as we know, it's the 250th birthday of America, July 4th.
Yep.
I did the math, and I double-checked it because you know me in math. From June 1st to July 3rd, weekdays, each day on the weekday, it'll equal to 250 but 10 per day of the top USA sports moments of all time. Not rank them, but just because that'd be kind of hard.
Yeah.
But just highlight a total of 250 USA sports moments. What do you think?
Wow. I mean, that's a lot of work, but no, it makes sense. Like the timing is right. Like it's the time to do it.
I mean, there's going to be a few that are going to be like clearly obvious in there. That's why I don't think I can rank it.
Yeah.
Because this will be a list that I probably will ask you for your, like, give me a list of what you think should be in there. I just think it's going to be too hard.
Yeah,
to
like
rank.
how you going to, what's the difference between number 98 and number 99?
Right. Yeah. And 80 Olympics, obviously.
Right,
Team USA is going to be on there. And you look at the first Super Bowl, historical stuff like that. And you mentioned Jackie Robinson. Those are big American USA moments. And I did the math. You could do 10 per day each weekday leading up to July 3rd.
50, yeah.
And it would be 250 on that.
50, yeah, because 50, 50, 50, 50, 50.
Mm-hmm. So that was the idea
Okay.
I threw out there. Kind of maybe thinking more for like the Man Cave pod, but teasing it on the air a little bit.
Yeah.
Like doing a couple and then to hear the rest, go to the pod sort of thing. So, okay.
Yeah.
Just throwing it out there, see what others pick. And if eventually I will open it up so people can throw in nominations because I'll need help thinking of 250 of them. I mean, there are 250 events, but the top 250.
Yeah, like what are the...
Like we said.
The cream of the crop.
There you go. Yeah. There's the clear obvious ones, but once you kind of get down the list.
It's one thing to say, oh, there's 250, but then when you sit down and start jotting down, it's like, oh, that's a lot.
I don't think I could do 250 straight up Wisconsin, but again, it's America, so it's America's birthday, not 1846. So.
I have one for you off the air.
Okay. All right. Color me intrigued, sir. We'll see what that one's all about. But all right. See if anybody thinks that's a decent idea, if they'd be interested in listening to that. So yeah, I'd put it together. I'd want your help. I might bug you like, hey, what do you think of this? And you're like, dude, that's like 275.
Yeah, that's minimum 283. Like, what are you doing?
Bum. Do you not know anything? Come on. So, speaking of the draft, it's 2 weeks away.
I was thinking about this at the top of the hour. Like, I'm like, wow, we're like less than 2 weeks away from the draft. Like, it's one of those things where, like, I will say this. For me, within the last week or two, it's really hit because I've started doing, and spoiler alert, I'm going to have some stuff coming up here in the next couple weeks on Jack Strand, Bloomer native, who is potential draft pick. I'm going to be chatting with him this weekend. And I've already started talking with some other people. I'm putting together a couple different stories on him, his journey to go from, a kid playing quarterback in a double wing offense in Bloomer to a NFL draft prospect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that has that has a shot at getting drafted. So
very cool.
Yeah. So I mean, it's something that as I've kind of started, kind of working backwards. Like, okay, the draft's here, so I want to do this here and here. I'm like, oh, that's kind of coming up, and.
So it's not just me. Is it flying a little bit under the radar? Is it just because there's not a lot of...
I think there's just... we can be honest here. Like, it's not the strongest draft, I don't think, as far as talent goes. I will say at marquee spots.
Yeah.
I mean, and Fernando Mendoza's number one. Like, I know that for a second there was a conversation about Ty Simpson, but I mean, I'm not taking that bait.
Yeah.
But like... And I'm sure for Packer fans, maybe because there's no first-round pick. Like, look, don't get me wrong, I'll take Micah Parsons. But, like, that's just, for this situation, that's part of it. Like, and obviously we put so much into last year because of, being in Green Bay and everything that went into it that, yeah, I just think maybe it is flying under the radar a little bit. But I'm sure, maybe next week when it's like, oh, it's next week.
Right.
It'll be a little different. And
you don't really feel, and it could happen like what it did last year because we didn't think this was going to happen, but like the Jaguars trading up to get Travis Hunter.
Right.
You're not really hearing about, this team should trade up.
And I think Travis Hunter was, obviously he was unique just because of who he is. Like there's good players behind Francisco Mendoza, but it's not like there's anyone that has that unique of a story. As far as
a lot more casual fans knew Travis Hunter,
right? As a 2-way, and then playing for Dion and like stuff like that. It's just like, there's other guys. I mean, there's some of the edge rushers. There's Cornell Tate, the receiver from Iowa State. But it's just like, okay, well, what's the kind of the hype there? What's the excitement there? Like,
no, I agree with you, man. I'm with you. So, but I'm hoping it'll kick in a little bit.
I think,
week.
yeah, like, because I think just because both of us are such NFL draft guys, I think that it probably will. Because I mean, obviously on the Minnesota end of things, I've been kind of looking around and just kind of figuring out things. But does this mean like next Friday we have to do our mock, our 7-round team ones for our teams?
Yeah.
So because
that'll be like the last shot. Yeah. And it's going to be a weird Friday morning after because I'm not going to have anything to talk about. So
yeah, I mean, who knows? I mean, it's possible the Vikings trade down.
Yeah.
So like that's again though, is this not? It's much better that it happened this way than if the Packers would have had a first pick last year.
Yes. Remember that because that was a talk leading into it. Like, what if they trade out of the first round?
And then obviously for Packer fans, excitement went from to super excited once obviously they drafted a receiver, but like, yeah. Yeah, but yeah, even thinking about that now, like, because that's been almost a year, like, I don't even know if like we could do like a retrospective podcast because like, is there anything that like we remember that we really didn't talk about?
Did we officially talk about the bowling alley in Shawano?
I think we did.
Okay.
And how great that place was?
Yeah.
And how you got mad because when I walked in, I started introducing you as Dan Casper from Sports Talk 105.1.
Every 10 seconds.
I wouldn't just call you, hey, Dan. I would say, hey, it's Dan Casper from Sports Talk 105.1's the Dan Casper Show.
Yeah.
And I would just say that over and over whenever, like, I was referring to you.
Every 10 seconds, it felt like. Every 10 seconds. I got to see if I still have that order's number.
How did we not go bowling?
I was just thinking about that.
Why did we go bowling? There was 4 of us.
We
had a beverage or two.
That we actually had 5 the second day. Jake was there too. So.
Oh, I thought you meant we had 5 beers.
Oh no.
Well,
but yeah, I mean.
Yeah, why did we go bowling?
I don't know why we did do that. And it was nothing against the draft, but like the second day, we're all sitting there like, yep, bowling alley? Yep.
Well, because you guys wanted to see the Packers make a pick. The Vikings they didn't have a second-round pick, so they were picking like at the way end. And so we're like, we're going to go. I'm like, no, that's fine. Like, I remember I saw the Vikings pick, which was receiver Ty Felton, in the van or in the car, mobile man cave on the drive back to Shawano. But I mean, we had fun. I mean, we utilized the opportunity.
We did.
Which was good.
We did. Yeah, it's just kind of maybe like a retrospect looking back at it.
Yeah, maybe a retrospective would be good.
Because even the night before, the Wednesday night before, finding that sweet brewery.
Yeah,
that was a really
that
cool
was
one.
with the boot.
Yeah,
so I drank the boot.
It was a converted like theater.
Yes,
which was
they had really good
cool.
pizza too. Like their food was just good. Like their beer was good. Their food was good. The owners were cool. They had plenty of TVs. Like no, that was a good find.
Yep. The player that we thought walked by our first day of broadcasting, didn't we all think it was Cam Ward or something?
Yeah.
Or somebody said it was.
And some of the guys in our crew met Kirk Herbstreit.
The dogs
and the dog. Well, more importantly, the dog. But yeah. But because they were out for a walk, I think, while we were doing the show.
Yeah. Yeah, they couldn't hang around with us, those bums.
No.
And then trying to find parking after that, and then the church parking lot, which was actually really cool.
Yeah, they were cool. They were nice.
That,
and yeah, well, we could do a retrospect. Is that gonna be like 2 weeks?
Could. Yeah, we could do that. Why it should always be in Green Bay every couple years.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, unless you want to do it today.
We could.
Good.
All right.
I got some time afterwards.
Okay.
If you wanna.
Yeah. No, it was. I think the only downfall was a little bit of the weather.
A little bit, but it got because we missed the best weather day. Because Saturday was the best weather day, which I guess in hindsight maybe that's not a bad thing because that's the longest day. That's when a lot of people were maybe making a day trip there. Like, so that's fine. Like, because Thursday it was just a little cool.
Yep.
Friday was rainy.
Thursday was fine because we were actually like inside this thing.
Yeah, we were inside in something, so it wasn't too bad. Yeah, and Friday we just
it might have been rainy, but we were still covered.
Right, and it wasn't like it was like pouring. Yeah. It was just kind of misting.
Yep.
Sprinkling.
Yeah.
So
I feel like Friday we were like feet from the stage. So
and I've said like I could have thrown a baseball and hit the podium.
You could have thrown a basketball and hit Mel Kiper.
Could have.
You could have thrown a pumpkin pie. It might have hit Mel Kiper. So, but yeah, no, it was good. Yeah, okay, we could probably do that.
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, just kind of going through the weekend and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay, let's take a quick break. Let's get back to some more baseball talk, though, as we get set for this Brewers series against the Nationals. That's coming up after these quick words. Brewers taking on the Washington Nationals starting today back in Milwaukee, which
The good land.
the
If they're going back to like if they do a Milwaukee one, it's
there's another one.
Yeah, the good land.
The good land, which is Algonquin for the good land.
We came up with two
Son of a gun.
that were better than the brain trust at Nike. Well,
not we.
No, we. I'm including
Collective,
Tim. No,
yeah.
Collectively as a group,
Yes.
we have come up with two that are better.
That does damper me wanting that hat now. It does. Son of a gun.
Because I would get a jersey that said the good land on the front.
Oh, heck yeah. Come on now. I still need a frozen pizza swag.
Yeah.
What?
At a basketball game this winter, I saw a kid wearing one.
Our friend Eric Balkman wears one now. I see all the time. And I was online.
He's in the know.
Yeah.
I'm going to a game next weekend.
Are you really?
Yeah, I have a friend's 40th birthday, and he's having it at the T-Rats game.
Okay, if there's a hat, I will Venmo you money.
I'll just get it. Yeah, well, yeah.
But I went online, and it didn't look like there was a ton of selection left.
Yeah.
So I need the frozen pizza, the pizza oven one. Not the pizza itself, the frozen pizza oven. Or not frozen pizza oven. Because remember, there's the two different logos.
Yes.
So I need the oven one. That's what I'm looking at. So I thought you were going, but I couldn't remember.
Yeah. Yep, that's next. It's scheduled for next Saturday. I mean, so far right now the weather looks sunny but a little chilly, but it's April. So
yeah. I need that. This is what I do love about minor league baseball. There is so many hats that I would love to don, to wear. Which, by the way, shout out. I don't know why I see this on Facebook, but I've seen it from Altoona softball and Little League baseball teams. They have names and logos that are like minor league teams. Like I saw one Trash Pandas, and they have a Trash Pandas logo. I'm like, well done with the creativity.
Yep.
That's I'll give a tip of the cap to. That was awesome. So, but yeah, there's I can't get down that rabbit hole by looking at those hats because I'll get in trouble. Yeah. There's so many minor league teams that I would want. And I don't care their affiliations.
Right.
That's the one thing.
And I gotta get myself some sort of T-Rat swag because I don't have any.
I got one.
Yes, you do. Like a hoodie. Which, shout out to the Timber Rattlers. I think it was last Saturday. They did a South Free Lake jersey giveaway.
Ooh.
And they had sizes ranging from like small to 3X.
Oh, nice.
Which is
yeah,
great. Like that is an irritant of me when it comes to the Brewers. Like when they have their giveaways, they have like XL and medium.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know where you are, right?
Yep.
You're in Wisconsin. You don't have very many mediums.
Yep. Maybe some mediums.
But, yeah.
But no, it's that Bard Ice one is going to be insane, I feel.
Yeah, mom's going.
Of course.
But like she's like, do you want to go? I'm like, it's the day after cast. I'm like, I don't know. Like, taking 2 days off at that time is a little tough. I just need to try to sweet talk them and see if I can just get one of theirs.
They only need one in the family, right?
They do. They get one for the camper. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah, Brandon's mom. Come on. Do it for your kid. He's got a sad look on his face right now. Pouty lip. Help him out. All right? Do I need to remind you, Brandon's mom, he did win you a Jordan Love jersey a couple years ago.
That's true.
So
I generally don't like to tell people maybe you owe me, and I don't think she does, but if I have to play that card to get Bard Ice, I might do it.
That is a pretty sweet thing. I wish we could come up with something like that for the Casper Classic as a giveaway. But because MLB.com had a list the other day of the best giveaways. Little weak from the Cubs department. Ben Zobrist bobblehead.
Oh, for their best?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Pretty weak, in my opinion. Just a bobblehead. Cool.
Brewers gave one of those tomorrow.
Yeah.
And Jacob Mizrowski with a little fire and stuff.
Debatable if you need more flames on her, according to some. So, but I was like, bobblehead? That's all you can do? Cubs fans? Or Cubbies? That's it?
Yeah, Cubs.
Cubbies? That's all you can do?
Come on, ownership. Be better than that.
Yeah. Stop paying your manager $9 million a year, maybe, and maybe you could afford some better giveaways for your fans. Just saying. Game I'm going to, I think they're giving away a blanket. So
For my mom's bus trip in a couple weeks, they've got the Windbreakers.
Oh, that's that game? That's sweet.
So that's a good one.
Yep.
I'll probably get some use out of that.
Now that I heard what the Brandon Woodruff bobblehead is going to be, that's actually kind of cool. Did you hear that?
Yes, it's
his
the
home run.
It's the at bat from the
Yeah, that's unique.
That's fun.
Yep, I like that. So
Clayton Kershaw is catching strays in 2026.
No, but I really want that frozen pizza one.
Like I said, I'll be there early, and I'll just look and see. Like, I doubt they'll have anything because I'm sure they just sold out. But
that would be one where even if it's a snapback, I don't care. Because I know baseball, I like, if it's a baseball hat, I gotta go fit it.
Okay.
But for something like that,
right, you won't be picky.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I got to admit though, ever since Tim said Dairyland, it did ruin the Wisco thing for me now a little bit.
And again, if you want to do another Milwaukee bun instead of Brew Crew,
the good land,
the good land.
Son of a gun.
Get Alice Cooper to go throw out the first pitch.
Yeah. Absolutely. Make it around a concert. I don't know if they'd have them for Summerfest, whatever.
Yeah.
What's the one that they do down in? Is it Summerfest? Okay.
Yeah, Summerfest.
Yeah. Bring him on for a day, and then he goes over, and there. We just planned it all for you. You're welcome. But that would be a good one. Yeah. Oh. All right. So speaking of, ooh. Can I say this on the air, Brandon's mom? I'll just say that.
Oh.
Can I tell him?
Oh boy.
Yeah. I'll put you on the edge of your
I think I'm gonna be
seats.
taking a task here a little bit.
I better wait. So.
Okay. All right.
She said yes. Someone is getting the other dice box emoji. So she doesn't say who that someone is.
All right, that's fair. All right.
So might be you. You do have a sister.
She has a bar too.
Oh.
She does have a bar.
I'm just saying, Brandon's mom, though, I do have a man cave that could use that too. If we're throwing some hats in the ring here. Just, throwing that. You're going to
make me end up having to go to that game, aren't you?
Probably.
I'll just drive myself down there, get my bar dice, have a beer, and walk out.
Brandon's mom, it would be nice if your son would spend some time with you. So maybe he should go to that game. And so then.
And since now you have another opening.
Just had to throw that out there. So think of all the logos that could be used. Cows, cheese, ice cream, cream puffs for the Dairyland one, too.
Yeah.
That's what Tim said. Oh, yeah, you could. State fish is a muskie. A robin. State bird.
Yep.
We even got a state rock. Throw all that in
What's
there.
the state rock?
Isn't it granite?
Oh, I was going to do the categories. I was like, is it igneous? Is it sedimentary?
It is red granite.
Red granite, yeah.
Red granite. I remember in fourth grade we had to do these pictures of all the different state stuff, so that's all I knew we had a state rock. But see, we got off on a tangent, and we're gonna have to take another break and actually talk about some Brewers baseball.
Yeah, we got to do that at some point.
Yeah, so we'll do that. We'll take a quick break and regroup. We'll be right back in just a couple minutes. Brandon's sitting over there watching Wayne's World clips and laughing to himself.
Just the Alice Cooper Milwaukee, which
We're
is
not worthy.
which is Algonquin for the good land.
It was that movie where in third grade, I told my third grade teacher, Mr. Waller, shout out, that I was a Alice Cooper fan. Didn't know any songs. Just I was an Alice Cooper fan. I only knew the one that they played in the movie, Frankenstein. So, yeah, that was about it. But okay, Brewers wise, Chad Patrick's on the mound. Brewers back at it after an off day yesterday. First time all season long they're going to be going up against a National League team.
Yeah.
So that's going to be different. Not really, but we'll get to picks coming up here in just a little bit and such. But how concerned are you about Bryce Terang with dealing with a little tendonitis with that ankle and such?
I mean, it sounded like he said he's going to be back in the lineup. So, yeah, I mean, right now I won't be concerned until I have a reason for it to be concerned. Mm-hmm. I mean, if it's something you've been dealing with for a little bit, it had an impact on his play.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, I mean, if if it's something that lingers, that's just kind of it could be a little annoying. But for now, I'm not going to be too concerned.
Speaking of annoying, I didn't have a good segue there. I was trying to think of something off the top of my head. But what?
What?
Oh, you looked like you have this look sometimes like you're about to tee up something. And that's what you gave me. And you didn't tell me what you were going to tell me off the air either. So, and you probably already forgot about it.
I did.
Oh, we were doing the 250. You said you had a.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you off the air.
Yeah. Speaking of which,
yeah.
Speaking of which, you did throwing stuff. You did sign up for the Casper Classic yet?
No, I didn't. I didn't.
But I know one of your teams did.
Good.
Okay.
Good. I'll talk to you about that off air too, because that's something I really got to get the ball rolling.
Yeah,
on.
Because we've had a lot of people already signing up.
Yeah,
so,
I know. So I got to.
Pitter patter. Let's get at her. All right. Letter Kenny. Another fantastic thing that was brought up earlier. But anyways, so looking at this series, would you say, obviously, what's the concern level you would have with the Brewers pitchers that are going out there against this offense from Nationals? Who has the upper hand if you had to do?
Obviously the Nationals got off to a strong start, but still, I like what Patrick's done. I like what Kyle Harrison's done. He has really gotten a lot of mileage out of that high fastball and kind of what he's able to pair with that. That's been kind of fun to watch. He's gotten a ton of swings and misses in his first two starts, which is always a great sign. And, on the Woodruff thing, he kind of got nickel and dimed a little bit in the last start. I think the most encouraging thing to me was it seemed like his velocity was going up throughout the start.
Yeah.
And, that's just something that with where he is right now, we're always going to be keeping an eye on because we know he's not going to be 97, 98 miles an hour. But, if he can, if he can get to a point where he's 94, 95-ish, then I think he can still be successful. And it's going to be a process for him trying to figure out how to pitch differently because you have to pitch differently. When you can rear back with the fastball he had and throw it by guys, you kind of get used to being able to do that when you need to. And not as much the case anymore, lean a little bit more on the changeup and some other stuff. But I do feel pretty good about kind of the way it's set up for this team this weekend. Okay.
All right. So staying with the pitchers side of things. Okay. So correct me if I'm wrong. Was Brandon Sproat one of your picks?
It was.
Okay. So, and I'm not getting it, but
no.
What have you seen from the first two games that, is there a concern? It's still too early and such. Is it just, it's a younger pitcher. He's going to have these ups and downs.
I think it's part of that. And the interesting thing is because he's been a little wild, and that really wasn't his thing when you go to the minors. It'd be like, if Jacob Mizorowski had nothing like that early on in his career, which he did, you would say, okay, well, he's done that before. Mm-hmm. But that hasn't really been the case with Sproat. So I don't know if it's, I don't even want to say it's nerves because he's pitched in the majors. So I just think it's just maybe being a lot of sync. You can see with him, everything he has moves, you can see the stuff. A big reason I kind of have a lot of faith in him this year just because his stuff is so good.
Yeah.
You see a guy that gets swings and misses, but still with the sinker he throws can still get a ton of the ground balls too. I just think for whatever reason, it's just been a little bit out of sync for him. You go to the first, you go to his first couple starts and it hasn't been where you want to be, but I'm not too concerned, and we'll see what, him getting, kind of skip this turn or whatever it is, ultimately what that is, if that's, just them kind of giving him a couple more days to kind of, reset, or if, maybe it's a move to the, to the minors or whatever. But I've just seen a guy that's just not quite in sync yet.
Mm-hmm. On the flip side, has Kyle Harrison impressed you in his first, maybe? Yeah,
like I mentioned, the being able to get a lot of mileage out of that fastball up.
Yeah.
And then,
it seems like he works really quick, too.
Yes. And there was talk in spring training, obviously, about the kick change. The change, the move or the pitch he added himself in the offseason. And then how that's, look, fastball up, be it changeup or curveball down is a classic baseball sequence. When you can get those two things working, that's what Trevor McGill's had success with. Fastball's up in the zone. For him, it's the curveball's down. Mm-hmm. You can get a lot of mileage out of that and mixing some other stuff in there. This is a guy that's not that far removed from being a highly rated prospect. He's the type of guy that's always had the talent and just for whatever reason hasn't clicked over the long term and, be it with the Giants or with the Red Sox. So, yeah, it's been really encouraging to see what he's done so far.
Mm-hmm. And then obviously we saw a little bit of Jerome, but he's getting set back down. He was set back down. Sprout's turn, as we mentioned, is getting, he was going to start this weekend, but that's getting missed and such. So, which, the doubleheader probably kind of threw a little bit of a wrench into everything.
I do too, because remember, he didn't even start the second game.
Right.
Logan Henderson did, and he just came in as like a bulk guy. So, I mean, I could see them just maybe giving him a couple extra days because of that off day in there. Mm-hmm. Keep in mind that, throwing Chad Patrick, he threw last Saturday, because he threw game one of the doubleheader. So he's still, those three pitchers are all getting the benefit of, an extra day worked in there because of the off day.
Right.
So you can kind of do that. If you want to do that and then come back Monday, in the next series and say, okay, Brandon, you're going to go this day. Then you give him 9 days. And then I don't even think it's so much of just like fatigue. It's just a mental reset a little bit. Like, if that's what they choose to do, I think that would make a lot of sense.
Right. All right. We got to take our final break, and then we're going to make some picks. We've got baseball games, the final Bucks games.
We do. We've got the
hockey.
Hockey.
Who
was your pick for the Masters?
Oh, I had Xander Schauffele.
Okay.
Who'd you pick?
I didn't pick.
Of course you did.
I did. That's Justice's territory.
So what?
And I can't pick. I didn't pick one before. And
you had me pick a Daytona 500, and that's not my territory.
Yeah, but I picked. But that's a. I have no income. I almost talked myself into a corner there. I'm like, no, I'm just gonna cash my chips out now while I'm only down a little bit.
Oh, by the way, it's still save leaders, Burns and Rory 5 under.
I picked Bryson. No.
Everybody picked Bryson, and good because he's 4 over.
Well, him and his homemade 5-iron,
which I've always wanted a 3D printer. Probably not to that level where I can make a golf club with it, but still, I feel like he did that before, I thought, too, or somebody made some like a couple years ago. But
kind of surprised if it hasn't happened before. I'm kind of surprised it hasn't.
Yeah. All right, we'll take a final break, and we'll finish it up with some picks coming up after these few words. What was that? Nice. All right, let's wrap up this nonsense. So, for sure, final answer, we're going to do a pod after this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, I'm good.
Right. So, here's a plug. Make sure you're following, subscribing. Brandon's mom, also, you should go subscribe to the podcast and give it a 5-star rating and a positive review on Apple and Spotify, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, too. So, help her figure that out. Okay. Just go do that. So, everybody else do the same. We would love it, so you can listen to
we'll do our 1-year retrospective from our basically kind of talking through the draft last year.
Yeah.
And everything, so.
Yep. So, before that, though, let's do some picks.
Games.
Let's pick some games. Where would you like to start off? I'll give you the honors, Honorable.
Let's start with the Bucks.
They lose both.
That's what I was going to say, too.
Yeah, no, they're not doing anything. So, do you want to do some hockey games?
Yeah.
All right, let me bring up the schedule here.
Badgers.
I meant NHL, but that's fine. No, let's skip NHL.
Because it's kind of the end of the year, too. Like,
baseball's easy. We could just do the series.
We do the series.
So let's just do that. Okay, starting, again, we're picking the series. The Pirates taking on the Cubbies.
Ooh. I'm going Pirates.
Screw it, I'll go Pirates, too. Take that, Cubs.
Pirates.
Let's go Diamondbacks, Phillies.
D-backs.
Ooh, I'll go Phillies. Bounce it back. Miami versus Detroit.
Benvenido a Miami. I'm gonna go Miami though.
How did I not play any Will Smith today? Remind me next Friday, Will Smith.
So is this gonna be our thing now? We're gonna
open house party TGIF style.
Okay, yep. So
I got lazy in the last two because I was getting sidetracked.
That's fine. Are these limited to just like song? Can we play like intro themes from 90 shows? Like, can you play the step-by-step theme next Friday? Okay, good.
Step by step, day by day,
okay.
Day by day.
Oh,
come on. Yeah. Oh,
okay.
yeah.
So you're playing that next Friday when I'm in, right?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Like, I remember as a kid listening to 95.5 WIFC in Wausau, open house party, John Garabiti. It was awesome. So we're going to do our TGIF open house party version of just random dance party music and TGIF songs.
Jock jams.
Y'all ready for this? There it is. Hit me. Pump the jam. Pump it up.
All right. Miami or Detroit for you?
Detroit. Let's go Angels and the Reds.
Reds.
20s versus the Blue Jays.
20s are surging, but I'll take the Blue Jays.
I'll go Blue Jays, too. A's. I can't say A's, I guess. Athletics versus the Mets.
I'll take the Mets.
Yeah.
Meet the Mets. Greet the Mets.
Let's go Yankees and Tampa Bay.
Yankees.
Cleveland and Atlanta.
I'm going to go Cleveland.
Cleveland rocks. Drew Carey. Braves. I'm going to go Braves. Giants, Baltimore, or B-more.
Giants.
Yeah, I'm going to go Giants, too. White Sox and the Royals.
White Sox aren't doing bad.
No.
I'm going to take the Royals, though.
Yep, Royals. Boston, St. Louis.
Boston.
I'll go with the Red Sox. Colorado, Padres.
How
about Colorado getting a sweep?
Yeah, they're hanging out.
Yeah.
They're hanging in there. Good for them. Good for those fans.
Yep. Padres, though. Astros in Seattle.
I'm going to go with Seattle.
I was going to go Seattle, too. All right. So Texas and the Dodgers.
Texas.
Ooh, I'll go Dodgers. And then Washington versus Milwaukee.
I will go the Brewers take 2 or 3.
I will go with the good land taking 2 out of 3. So
You want that jersey now, don't you?
I do. And I also like Dairyland, too. We might have to make up our own. Cool. Ooh. Do we know anybody who could come up with some tees that look like jerseys? And the front say Dairyland, and another one says the good land, and have like a number on it. Anybody out there in the printing business that can do that? Possibly. So, all right. Badgers, hockey, Denver, John Denver. R.I.P.
Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. Let's go Badgers.
Well said, sir. Well said. Yeah, Badgers. Why not? Let's go with the Badgers. So we did not come up with Dairyland. That was Tim.
That was Tim. Like I said, we are just treating this as a collective.
Yep.
We're all sharing the credit on this, not just for Tim's great idea, but also for I feel like my pretty good idea of the good land. So
what a humble brag.
But we're sharing. I'm sharing it.
Okay.
We're sharing.
But we were both jealous that we didn't come up with
infinitely. I like Tim's better than mine.
Well, that one just fits the state.
It does.
That answers the state one.
If you're doing the state route, that's the route. If you want to do another one, Milwaukee-based,
the good land. God, we need both of those picked up. We need both those made. We got to find some way that can make some
better
quick jerseys.
Just get some connections to Nike and just say, hey, next time, boom, you're set for like the next 8 years with us.
Yeah, really.
Boom.
We really are.
I said boom. That means it's done. Boom.
What was the other one you said about Illinois?
Oh no, it was the Illinois people would rather be here. But that's just too long to fit on the front of a jersey.
You could make it the slogan, maybe. So we need a slogan. Illinois people would rather be here. Oh, that was a good one too. I like that. But yeah, I think that's a promo in the making. Just don't know. There's the idea. Just don't know how to.
Right. We just got to figure out like the color scheme and the design stuff. But
yeah, hey, if anybody's good at graphics and designing that, try not to chat GPT it because I could do that too. So,
right. Yeah.
And I feel like this deserves.
We want to open up the creative envelope here.
Well, and we want to give it the effort that it deserves because these are 2 fantastic ideas.
Yep.
And then we can do something with that.
Yep.
Oh yeah, man. We need the short version logo, though, for a hat, too. So, I mean, would the hat for Dairyland just be a D and an L some sort of way?
That's going to take a little bit more work.
You'd have to, I think, have the state's logo, the state, like,
well, my thinking, because when I ever think, like, America's Dairyland, the first thing I think of is the license plate.
Yeah.
Like, is there a way you could almost do, like, an outline of, like, the color scheme of the license plate?
Ooh.
And then, like, the state logo? Something like that.
I don't know. Let's. I don't know if we have any creative people listening right now that can pop up Adobe and do something or whatever.
A little Photoshop in there?
Yeah.
A little
I think we're onto something.
Acrobat?
And the more we talk about this, the more people are going to run with our idea and probably make a boatload of money and retire by the time they're 35.
Don't do it.
So
We're already over 35. You can't do that.
Exactly. So, all right. Shot clock is going to cut us off in 1 minute. So we are going to shut the mics off and then turn them back on. But you can't hear us because we're going to record a new episode of the Man Cave Podcast. Not talking about Bigfoot this time, which remind me, I got to play that clip.
Yeah.
So you can hear this person try to pronounce our great national forest.
They immediately crushed their own credibility.
Yeah, they sure did. When I heard it, I'm like, no.
Your heart just sank. You're like, no.
Yeah, that was
You're like I want to believe, but you're not helping me.
Nope. And no, I couldn't do it. So, but check that out later on this morning. It'll be up YouTube because we'll do the video of it, and the audio versions are going to be up too. So we're going to have fun with this one. But if I had something to give you, Tim, tip of the cap, Matt on YouTube did say he's got to buy you a Frosty one for that. So he likes it too. There's something there that we got to figure out. Something there. All right, Shock, let's go cut us off. Have a fantastic weekend, everybody. Hopefully Monday morning we're talking about Brewer Series win and national championship from the Badger men's hockey.